Grab your drinks, guys. It is time to put the world away. Welcome to this experiment I have set up with the Philippines, where I gave 12 clubs the best youth facilities, you guys know, and I gave the Philippines itself the best youth level. So what I was thinking, though, man, you know when you're addicted to this game, when you think about it, when you're at work and right before you're going to bed. But since I didn't adjust the club's reputations, and the Philippines are ranked only 115th, their reputation is low. A lot of these players, the Filipinos that are going to be generated in here, are going to go overseas to more reputable clubs, especially if we have the highest youth development. We got big potential, as we'll see here as we open these presents, as I'm calling them, the youth developments that are coming in, the intakes. We should have some exciting prospects and big potential players. They're going to go overseas. They're going to play for big teams, Manchester United. They're going to play for just big clubs in England, in Spain, in Germany, in Italy. You get it. Bigger teams that have high reputation. And they might, unfortunately, decide to gain nationality for those clubs. Like, you know what? Hey, I'd rather play for England. I'd rather, and whatever, how many years it takes them to get that. Maybe they'll play for, in Italy, decide, instead of playing for Philippines. So hopefully that won't be the case, but some players will stick around, say, hey, I'm loyal. I want to stay with the Philippine national team. But majority, of course, are going to want to, keep challenging themselves, and to reach that potential, they got to play against the best. And that's, obviously in Europe and like I said, the big teams, the big countries, Spain, England, Germany, you get the idea, France, Italy, the big teams, the world. Here we go, the world. Oops, get to the world rankings. They're going to want to play for these top teams, top 10 here. Competition, the best leagues in the world: England, Spain, Italy, Germany, France, Brazil, Portugal, Argentina, Netherlands, Mexico. Big teams. We're not even in here, are we? I'll have to go to, where's the Philippines? I came and we got to filter it out and probably put just Asia. But wait, hold on. Let's see. Where is it at? Profile. I'm all over the place. I know, guys. Competitions, leagues. Where are we at? Are we even in the top? Where are we in Asia right now? Here we are. So we're 35th. Okay, position in previous 35th. So we have one star here. So yeah, a lot of these players, and in real life, of course, it's like, hey, if I was great, I want to play for these bigger clubs to get recognized. And obviously, the bigger clubs here are you making big money, right? You're making that big money if you're playing for your teams in England and Belgium and France. They got the big money, man. Spain, England would be the best, right? Make the most money. So let's go. Here, we got to go to the Philippines here. Let's see how we're going to do, though. What we can, let's just type it up here. Can't we just type it up here? What's going on? Is there a bug? There we go. See if I can spell Philippines. All right. So here's the top players. They look the same. Hey, we moved up, though. I got to look back at my first video. I think it was 125. I'm going to write this down. I'm old. I can't remember. We're 115th now. So we're 125 in the world when I first started. But these look like still the guys. So we're going to go the clubs, the list. What is this? There should be only 12 that I did. Well, this is what, about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So these top 12 is the ones I adjust. These should be, let's see. Gotta look in the editor here. It should be lower than, yeah, their reputation is only 1998. All the other ones should be 2,500. But let's go from the top. United City, their reputation could have went down. Man, I'm all over the place, guys. Oh, it actually went up. Hey, how about that? So I remember I put all the 12 teams, reputation 2,500. So it went up 2,698. You can see the max value is 10,000. Now I got to look. What's the top? This won't happen every time, guys. We're going to look at the top team in the world. The club. The top team right now is Real Madrid, right? So what is their reputation? Number-wise here. 9148. So there's not even no one close. I mean, okay. They're what? 800 and I could do math here. 862? 52. Away from the max value of 10,000. Okay, so they're the top team right now. Real Madrid. Okay, back to the Philippines here, guys. Because that's what we're focusing on. Because I can't even spell. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. So cool, that's it. So let's go to the clubs. Let's see what players have been generated. And we'll start up on top. Let's go, United City. And I have the, here we go, players. And I have the current abilities and the potential abilities listed, right? That's what makes it fun. But let's look at the age. Where's my age thing? Here we go. So the 16-year-olds, they're the ones that just came in for this youth development. We got 97, 96, okay. No one's over 100, but there's some players. What's their highest potential guy here? 133. It's a 36-year-old Brazilian and then a 35-year-old Stefan Schrock. 30. No youngsters. Ousmane and a Frenchie. But no youngsters really anything over 100. Like I said, we got a 96, 97. They're flirting around it. All right. So next, let's go down. We'll go to, and they still got the facilities, right? Do I need to adjust anything? I'll get a rhythm here, guys, shortly. Remember, we had 1 billion, their bank balance. Man, they spent 300, is that about 300 million or something? Yeah, a little less than that. Wow. Okay. It's going to go down quickly, isn't it? Because we started everybody on 1 billion. And let's see, everything's still 20, so they're for youth facilities. All right. I mean, what did they bring in? They only brought in one guy, decent, a North Korean. Okay. Well, this is another way we can look at their youths, right? Oh man, these videos are going to be long, aren't they? It's the same thing. All the 16-year-old, 15-year-olds that I had. Okay, so back to the list. So let's just go down one by one here, the teams. There's United States. Let's go to Kaya. Kaya, here we go. Players, did we get anybody? Here's all the youngsters right here. Whoa, so a lot better youth intake. Look at this player. Ability, potential 147, a Justin Vargas, a striker. 15 on finishing already. So as soon as, wow, his technique, and yeah, he's 16. Young striker would need a description. So as soon as some big teams, of course, in Europe or whatever is going to start, they'll start picking these guys off and playing. And another guy, 128. To be fair, we gotta look. Hold on, the top player in the world. Okay, world. I just want to get a reference here so we know, guys. Top players: Robert Lewandowski. According to this, we cannot, yeah, world. Here we go. Lewandowski, what does he have? What is his, oops, no. Oh, it's over here, since I have the editor. His player potential ability is 190, guys. The max is 200. So what does Messi have? Even though he's a 34-year-old, got to click this, start editing. He has, and I don't think he's going to go up anymore being 34, but he had a potential ability of 200. All right, we'll look at one more player. We'll look at Kevin De Bruyne. What was his? 188. He reached it. He actually reached it in the game here. Potentially 188. All right, so let's go back. Now we'll keep looking here in the PI. And if you want me to look at any other players or countries' abilities or their youth level, let me know. Just put that down in the comments. So we're going to keep going here. Well, let's look at the Kaya still. Now that we got those references, but I'm excited. They generated a few players. 147, Justin Vargas, and then Ryan, a 128, a potential ability. Ryan Balobo. Watch this. Watch the height. I have not seen many, and I simmed myself just for like my own experiment. 8 years, and there's no players. I even played in the Philippines before. One of my first videos I ever made here on this channel. It's hard to get anybody over a 5'10" in the Philippines. And I had a bunch of good defenders, but their height, it's hard to get anybody over 5'10". I don't know if that must be hard programmed in here or what. So yeah, he's a defensive midfielder-ish. Ryan Balobo. Yeah, he had the potential of 128. Let's just leave that editor on. Easier to see, right? Oh, we're going to see it right here. 82, a 117, not bad. So defender here, more of a right back. Manuel Pacuran, 108 goalkeeper or 109 goalkeeper. So, and I want to give you another. So you know that obviously Messi was a potential of 200, and then we had De Bruyne, right, 188. So I mean, 147. I mean, I like to give keep going down in the world there, and we can see like who this guy is. I mean, he's up there with probably the top players. If he reaches this 147, that's one of the top players in the world. We should go back. I'll look at it. All right, now I have, I did the Air Force because I'm biased. I used to be in the Air Force. Not for the Philippines, of course, but let's see what they got. Hey, it should go up keep it up by the age. What's going on there? Is that it? They only got, maybe it's when they turn 18, they go into the Air Force. That's what's going on. That's probably what's going on. Yeah, because they don't have anybody high potential. 67. So that was probably a fail on my part. Baguio. They got all that great youth. I gotta check that. I'll do that off camera. Maybe it could adjust. See, their reputation went down 1 point. That's 24.99. Finances still. Oh, that actually went up, huh? I can't count here. So maybe the other one went up too. Wait, there's 1 billion I gave everybody. Is that 1.6 billion now? Oh, I gotta see. There's 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No. Well, they've lost a lot of money then. 165 million. Okay, and there's still 20. Some reason it won't let me give some of these clubs here. I mean, there was a 6 that were in the top league were able to give me 20 corporate, but this I put 20 in, and it only gives me, look, it goes back to 10. So not sure what that is. Queen City, here we go. They got the top. Let's look at theirs. Come on, give me that age. Only really? Huh. All right. These, to keep in mind, these are in the lower league, so maybe something happened. They weren't able to get me those players for some reason. Let's check a look here. Huh. Let's go to all their players. Huh. Okay, I mean, that's a 40-year-old 114. So maybe it's not working for some reason on the lower. They're not getting generated here on the lower teams. Deepney. Let's try it out. All players. Senior players. Okay. All right. I've went even their all players. Then I can't see the potential ability. All right, moving on. That's all we can do. I got the best facilities there, but I think it's because they're in the lower division. Some reason I'm not sure why. Yeah. Couple youngsters here. I guess we can look at this, the youth, because they got no youth intake. That's the story with these facilities. They got no youth. I have them at 2020s, but they have, maybe it'll adjust in the future, but that's why some of these teams don't have the youth intakes. That might be the reason. Click, 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 click. That might be the reason here. Let's just take a look. Youth. Yeah, no youth for the lower leagues. For some reason. All right, so we'll just go these top teams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that I did. So let's just look here. It's kind of disappointing. We'll have to keep an eye, but here we go. Age. Here's the youngsters that they brought in, and okay, 98, 93, but nothing like the Kaya team there. All right. We got to make sure that the top 6. So they went down a little bit, what, 18 on reputation. Their finances still up there, and they still got all facilities 20. And there's their youth intake. So they got, like I said, 97, 98 players. Nobody over 100 though. And Maraliki. All right, we looked at, no, we didn't look at ADT. ADT, they got all, the ad schools, their development team. Let's look at their players. Oh, boy. Oh, giddy up. So here we go. This is their youngsters right there, highlighted. A 1. Okay, they got 117, so it's over 100. Not bad. Adrian Kalantari. Not bad. Iranian striker. They got a youth player coming from Iran. Okay. But they're exciting. Look at this. 153. Melchor Villanueva. Look at this. Giddy up, huh? Right? You had the 153 right here. And I'm not going to adjust anything. We're going to keep it what's being adjusted. And he's already wanted by United City, another team here in the Philippines. Young striker. Okay. All right. Well, that's exciting. Okay. Askell's teams. I looked at the United City. Let's look at Stallion. And I'm going to probably have to do this. So they went down 3 points in the reputation. Finances, they still got some money, honey. And everything's still sitting at 20. See, they're able to do 20 corporate facilities. So just those top teams. So then in my next video, it'll be a little bit more smooth, guys. I won't go those young teams. For some reason they don't have a bring in youth players. Oops, Stalin. Hello. Let's look at the team, or let's look at the players. So there's the youngsters right there. Oh, what? Whoa! So they got a 96, but then 175. Jose Merzam, a striker. Off the ball, look at that. Woohoo! Okay. Jose Merzam. 175. And keep in mind, remember, Kevin De Bruyne was 188, so he's not far off of one of the top players if he can get that potential. Wow. Okay, did we look at Mendiola? Yeah, they went down 20 on reputation. They still got some money. They're all 20s. Now we'll look at the youngsters here. It's right there. They got a player of 100 and they got 199, so not the best. 100's their goalkeeper, Mendiola. And then I looked at Kaya. So the best player so far of the youngsters coming up was this Kaya player, right? 147, Justin Vargas, and then we had that 153 from Stallion. Can't see my mind. 175. Jose Merzam. All right, let's look at the world really quick. Let's look at the top players again. And let's just say, let's put in right here, Lautaro Martinez. What is his? He's 176 to keep in mind, okay? Potential in that Marzam, the Filipino, was 175. So this is what he could possibly be equal to. Lautaro Martinez. All right, I'm going to sim another season here in the Philippines, and hopefully we'll get some. Right now, the Philippines Football League is ranked 35th in Asia. We'll keep that in mind. I should write this down, but I'll do the best I can. You guys will keep me in mind. They're ranked overall. The ASCOs is 115th, so we'll see if that will go up next year, and we'll see when these youngsters start getting in the top players here. All right. That's a shame that the other 12 don't have youth intakes. Only the top teams, it looked like to me. Only the teams in the Philippines. And that's fine. That's fine. I was going crazy and they did 12. But I'll keep I'll look and never know. Maybe some players will be generated there. But all right, guys. Thank you for watching. I want to keep these videos about 15, 20 minutes. I know I went over. But I have a little bit more rhythm after this first episode. Hey, guys, cheers. Thank you for watching. And, hey, let's enjoy this experiment. We'll see. Can we reach world ranking #1 before the next Football Manager comes out? I'm going to have these released just once a week. Maybe like on Saturdays or something my time. And we'll see if we can get the highest we can get. How quickly can we get to the world ranking with the best youth facilities? And I'm going to keep those facilities up. I'll keep checking them and keep them at 20s. And the youth level at the nation at 200. Well, I guess I should have showed this too. The Philippines Football League, the first year was won by United City champions. So a big drop off though. The last place team, I mean, top two. Okay, and remember I started them all in the same reputation, but it was, of course, I didn't change the current players that were on the team. They just had a better players, United City and Kaya. But and the reputation slightly went up now. So we'll see. They're all on the same youth level. They're generating the players. We'll see how it goes. But United City won the first year. All right. Cheers. Remember, keep moving forward.